Hello, and welcome to today's podcast, where we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to many of us, especially if you're sharing your life with a Bernese Mountain Dog. We're going to explore what to feed these majestic companions through every stage of their lives. If you've ever stood in the pet food aisle, puzzled over what your Bernese needs, trust me, you're not alone. It's an important question, and one that impacts their long-term health and happiness. Let me share a bit about why this is so important to me. When I first ventured into the world of canine nutrition, I was bombarded with an overwhelming amount of conflicting advice. It was a maze, and not the fun kind. But then a client asked me, "What's really right for my Bernese pup?" That question set me on a path to find clear and helpful answers. And today, I'm sharing everything I've learned with you. Now, let's get to the heart of it. Bernese Mountain Dogs are not just big dogs. They're magnificent, sturdy creatures with very specific dietary needs that change as they grow. First up are those energetic early days of puppyhood. Puppies grow at a staggering rate, so they need incredibly nutrient-dense food. Think high-quality chicken and rice. I still remember Max, a client's puppy who seemed to double in size every time I saw him. He thrived on a protein-rich diet, and his coat was just stunning. For puppies, you're looking at foods with around 22 to 25% protein and 12 to 15% fat to support that rapid growth. Then comes adolescence, a tricky phase not unlike human teenagers. Your Bernese is still growing, but not as explosively. Here's where you start to tweak their diet. You don't want to overdo it with protein and fat, as too much can lead to obesity, a big concern given how much we love to spoil our pets. Recent research suggests that managing calorie intake during adolescence can reduce the risk of orthopedic issues later on. So keep an eye on their weight and maybe introduce joint supplements, because Bernese are prone to hip and elbow dysplasia. As they settle into adulthood, it's all about balance. Your Bernese needs a maintenance diet to support their energy and health. For active adults, a diet with about 18 to 22% protein and 10 to 15% fat is ideal. Personally, I love recommending locally sourced lamb or kangaroo. It's lean, sustainable, and supports local farmers. Plus, it's just plain delicious for the dogs. When your Bernese enters their senior years, their needs change again. Metabolism slows down, so they need fewer calories, but still plenty of nutrients. You might want to incorporate omega-3 fatty acids from quality fish like Aussie barramundi, which can help keep their joints supple and their minds sharp. It's about adjusting the diet to maintain their quality of life. So what if we want to take it to the next level? Going beyond the basics can really elevate your Bernese's health. One advanced technique is rotational feeding. This means switching between different proteins, like chicken, fish, and lamb, throughout the month to offer a variety of nutrients. It's interesting for your dog and beneficial. A recent trend report shows that personalized nutrition plans, often involving rotational feeding, improve canine wellness markers significantly. And don't forget the importance of regular vet checkups to keep their diet on point. This kind of proactive approach helps extend their lifespan and quality of life. Now, let's tackle some of your burning questions. How much should you feed your Bernese Mountain Dog? It really depends on age, weight, and activity levels. I recommend starting with the guidelines on your dog food, but adjust based on how your dog looks and acts. Generally, an adult Bernese might need about 4 to 6 cups of kibble a day, split into 2 meals. Puppies, on the other hand, need smaller, more frequent meals. What about grain-free food? Is it better? Well, it's not necessarily the best choice for every dog. Unless your Bernese has a diagnosed grain allergy, there's often no need to go grain-free. Quality grains like oats or brown rice are packed with fiber and nutrients. Always watch for allergies, though, and consult your vet if anything seems off. And what human foods are safe? Safe treats like carrots, apples, and cooked sweet potatoes can be great additions. But steer clear of toxic foods like chocolate, onions, and grapes. I had a client whose Bernese, Bella, loved blueberries. They're full of antioxidants, and Bella would do anything for them. Lastly, how often should you change your dog's diet? Dogs like consistency, but it's okay to make gradual changes every 6 to 12 months. If you do decide to change their diet, transition slowly over a week or two to avoid any tummy troubles. And what about homemade meals? Yes, definitely an option, if done right. Homemade meals need to be balanced with the right proteins, carbs, and fats. It can be a rewarding way to feed your Bernese, but consulting with a canine nutritionist can ensure you're meeting all their needs. So there you have it, a roadmap to feeding your Bernese Mountain Dog through every life stage. Remember, each dog is unique, so tailor their diet to fit their individual needs. Thanks for tuning in, and here's to happy, healthy, and well-fed Bernese companions.